no ne Uncle JB ni su and in the buying. But the turn be from afar you may think say, oh, Uncle JB, Uncle sa not here. In opposition, such person and a party in here. Mamin call Uncle Majo.
Major Sona Mahot saying,
Namidia Femina, no my cousin you.
Near my dear, so I own him say, near my ever can't be breached Ghana for towards 2024 elections. Say, yeah, the 24-hour economy ever. Until you want to go away, would you may upon and obi aba, upon and obi aba, program back now. Until you are back on the Pamiansa, a bay. And I need no, not get better to my ye a bra and program and cassa or share. NDC for by Sano money program. Yeah, Sika and normally called developer program. Oh, ye, fairness, a guzitano. Gomikasa project a year one cassa and non a year who major because NDC can be a year, almost program in NSA. And only 24-hour economy. It is out here, so no. Such a major program, we expect say come bano na come ready. Said the year can say free HS, free SHS no. You buy the following academic year no. And they
take you
because they cra document no. Ya be use to Ghana sika.
Jan Ghana sika say mransa
answer yeah project no because idea na ya dream who ye pa. O hwe de ekoya. Because almost 24-hour economy sebe ye pa dia na e was say because ma say omo kasa na omo say 24-hour economy wa be join this obey. First of all initial na omo say a program for everybody, later omo say a voluntary na wa be join this obey no enyumre de beti to
kani abo
so kani abo yin so na
egusu kwa na
ekwe egusu kwa na ekwe na se kani abo no e kosoro hwan no say obey 24-hour economy na kani abo no e kosoro no obekoso aye it as for and clearly you can see from a lot of the things that they said. Oh, your bar power NDC over the years yeah per party omo ye galamsey pa NDC for party omo ye galamsey pa because towards 2008 at a mills the campaign no call takwa ho baby also no ba power na say gold e wo castle those are na castle ne e wo castle ho a obemo mo betu
castle no betutu abu
obemo mo betu
wow later at a mills
nti ye ba ya say ye try say the air kono ya nhwe ya ebedu baabi no ebedu baabi river pra densu ni nyira dry up near the measures started by and no na create impression say ujiri said those times NDC for no shed da kohunu nsuo just to create an impression say
nsuo na say
nsuo no essay no
wow
but to NDC for omu ko baby ya galanse na omu ka kire omu say omu ba omu ma omu aye nso omu ba outsider so omu ba grow say ya omu create impression say omu de galanse na omu pekra now a lot of people were deceived. Civil society organizations what to be that say kotoaba 2 weeks to elections na closac any 2 UCC omu ko strike because Abino and declare state of emergency. Classic. TUC.
Even in September 11, 2024, GJ for Babontin so declare, Mampain and Adun declare state of emergency.
TUC. Classic. 2 weeks to elections. Creating an impression say, yen di paboni phobi. And I had to obey. As part of the program, say, community mining. I created concessions for the youth. because in premier brain ya ka galamsey no nkofo fi baby foforo and omko say other people asase.
Yeah.
So why don't you do it for the community? Na community for no
responsible mining. Yeah.
And no you go training kwala Watakwa School of Mines. And this is for someone tiase gidi. Omo ba ya. Community mining no mo tunu din foforo. Na omo ko obuase. Ako relaunch. Senka enye hypocrisy. Nko mane bu ama mutala mu nko mu wuye. If they were honest and truthful. Nka si so mane bu ama mu wuye. Nko mu tiase. Because there wouldn't be any need for relaunch of community mining. And no answer nka ebe koso aye. Nti so odi bonia. Boni who won sun sanso.
The Bible, but me Bible no so was a bonia katria you woo.
Shemrantia go for a pilot to be up in school. Should be a dinner bonny and this year di boneno. No be or no yen a juma. Onu mo she honsu zazo no mo akonya. Aso mane bo amam de omane oma na di ntro no. You understand? Enti senkanye se. Omo anka no kre. Ina omo jitu mu se. Ade no a national issue. Enti yenso ye beboa na kwan be fa so a ye nyina be so ano no yetumi aso ano. Omo ye ya nka 8 ye ko wu ye nka 8 bia anko wu. So na be kire no. Nka 8 bia anko wu. Afe na joma me hu se. Galamsey issue no enye event a process. Afe na NDC for no catch there. There was a statement here and say ka say enra for can be.
Yeah.
Say nipa be say 4 million and the Galamsey afe na 4 million abem. It is a yeah na ya anhwe alternative more. Ebema idle hands finds different work to do, which can be anything. Afe na uhu.
Aso amo nyusu solutions ho nyina.
Na that time I almost say any state of emergency. Near use solutions in nyina wi. That time I know almost say omu gira ya konso gidi. Say and declare state of emergency no. Na ya exhaust available processes nyina. So itu eduponia ebikawano.
Could it be establishment of gold board in Tia ama illegal mining ni ekoso sana?
O senya de atene say the real problem no I will say depoliticizing. Na because ensuring say rules and regulations are ye mining no. EPA, Minerals Commission, Ninyama Assembly no ni nyina be ka bom. They sure say omo ye responsible mining.
With effective monitoring supervision and sanctions. You gbemu ha anabisu. Ukochi excavators it's a 40 and 53 as a day. Osebi na katre.
Adiche na katre. And as we speak now nobody knows. 43 ni be dey call eh. Dia waka kire yen boni o. What about others are him? So nti ade na ye no enye blue water sa niema na amode ye job for the boys no. Blue water this sa niema dey there. Eno dey be den.
Uncle Jabi, who ni say adruba bi say declare state of emergency?
For me, I don't think say because Obampenyi Ekanra or say be declare state of emergency. Sibio hono no anhwe be declare state of emergency Ghana hagina. Because the mining areas cover almost all areas.
But anyandisi for ya so na akoso mu dam spillage. San voters kakra bi ansuo form yo mo kan say MPP declare state of emergency.
Say there who say nipa no on fa adwen papa na eye. And there me ya say eventually nkofo hwe o mani bo ama ni ma me di ne bakrope o. Ni ma me di ne bakrope. And because of intro, any nyema emfa kwemu, ade a wo criticize unua no, unim say de unua na ye ne ye. She say e koto aba wa kwetie yi. Ya min ko gina ha ko ka say. John Mama security for na aba eboa no, onja ngum. Nukura ni omu jai gumu. Momo ye de omo pa just because of our power. So, it is when in Yama, omo de kai creating pressure say new Patriotic Party na say. And it's all got to about mom.
But Uncle Jabi, na MPP were communicators. And committee Mama Ghana for who no creno. Make I brand now General Secretary my MPP. So answer who we your NDC phone to be new chroma. And then na to see say communicators need to be out. Now want to be defended, no want to be Ghana for who say John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for amo nyaba in papa ntro no mudi kire Ghana for.
Yes, so kind of sa udika. But do baby so I think say o sanke esesa niam wo your communication. Do baby no that spirited energy na your communicators ni here to rebuff sa misinformation no and say that will form kakra.
Okay.
Because any former a day in a NDC for run a campaign omuni message bia so no more. Now form we could have held them to strict proof. Say also 24-hour economy. Then 24-hour economy no. Ubeye ni saying ebe cost you ahin. Since as we speak now, nobody know the cost.
Yeah.
Ebe cost you ahin. Effect ben and a ye benya. But man, come kind of wow, no more the coy. I'm kind of wow, and no more coy. Share economy. Well, I'm him. They see what we are saying na American dollar effects. Well, we are saying because of Trump. All of a sudden, Sikano, I want this so ati. And then I am there. Say President Mahama who say. The mere fact says Sika na ho no dollar na ho so acting against the Cedi no does not make it positive or negative. Because for instance, assuming say you are into real estate or Ghana. Now dying before Sika no esobete no. Now there 15 cedis to $1. In total dying $200,000 cra 3 million.
Yeah.
Too bad 10 cedis.
Value no best sa.
Sa dan no 2 million. Sa dan na 2 million no. What about who cut 3 million dada o? The people in that sector no e cut no movable. Omo ye exports. Because adie no or the sika na beto e dia produce. Niema buono so eson tete. Wo export so sika ebeba eye kakra bi. You understand? Omo mu gain pay omo mu ye imports. Eno kra no because of the artificial nature of the currency ninti no. Omo pesika no kra akoto omo niema omo sanka.
Abuchi yo.
Iti faso ben ena ye nya wo ho. Ye kano Governor of Bank of Ghana, because who say reserve ye jaye over $9 billion, no, and no di trade ematikano yes sir.
Amuko yi reserve no, and the best Cedi na.
And the best Cedi na saying. Wow. Or deny flatly.
Shana's mom is Uncle JB economist.
Yeah. Mr. Or deny flatly. Say they are not doing that. Enra President Nankasa Eyinama. President say no krena na sa na ye
support Cedi no
sisi ade ye jai currency management no e wo so hwe so man no ehin na wo jira wo import export relationship no etisen e ba from bebre a the net effect no e positive and I say e negative one yes sir Now we are artificial said the who ya a beba form sa but yen Ghana for no
The best of
yen ya home emphasis. And that is what is clearly being seen. Because we share petroleum products and now share determination of electricity costs and our water costs. Foreign exchange component, plays a major role. And apart from foreign exchange components, omonium we use to imported. It assume say sikano any artificial and the natural consequences of the interplay of demand and supply of the currency. In Kadientina, these utility providing companies, almost the increment ever. We should have seen the pass-through effect.
Yeah.
Should have ensured, say, electricity cost
reduction.
Yeah. But en cost kakeo 220% no propose an increment. 220%. So it may be a one, and I think that the solution, the end is very soon because of projects I hear anything. The effects, afena. By next year, middle of next year, afena. Also, Omankasa, Omude Omu program, but I want Ghana for who say, Sebi. Your tone, your color TV.
Akoto black and white.
Akoto black and white.
Right. Uncle, Jinasoka Krabi Mami, I feel no Abeke Hua. You know, John Boadu incoming national chairman, MPP, Uncle JB. And I do want to friend no. And I'm about to say, you're going to meet Uncle JB. And I'm of course, I'm meeting Uncle JB. Me va John High AsaasePa 107.3, Asaase 98.5 for Kumasi, Asaase 99.7 for Tamale, Asaase 103 for Cape Coast, Mining City Radio 89.5 for Takwa, Afirma Radio 103.3 for Kofodia, Hunina, Oti and Kaimo Ajo, Yemo Akwaba. As an economist, Obi say first quarter of 2025. Na yesi wa hoden second quarter of 2025 na yesi wa hoden wa me ate ase na anwumre se na ye forest no sika ye de sie baabi na bi wo gine kofa bi de begina sidi no achi. The ordinary Ghanaian on the street is na ya ye sika ye de sie baabi na ye sika wo ye kuroma hoden kofom ni ye koyi ni ye de begina sika no achi me sika ye currency no enya hoden a boni ben the womb as an economist.
Inka boni crying, but how are you going to sustain that? A year in Anka Esika, a year reserve. Normally a friend import cover, no. And by the balance of the economy, no, it be ever home, and Anka DB, yes, and any problem. But the money a problem in the first place in Trona or Moody, no, and we have major problem. Because Sikano would the reserve and the air balancing to what extent are you going to sustain that?
Because we artificial.
Because artificial idea. If you do baby no, because import cover no, and yet just for the management of the forex. Never be brave or higher day. It is our priority. Ekoye se obe use they maintain the strength of the currency. Other niema I was say ye di import cover na ye no untumi enya fanye atu rencham bi basis ya will be found wanting so they make no it yes a decision also take it but also take a decision no in a manner ubetumi sustain this decision no this how they decide say sabi I say kwasia na no so you onim so otwati yes onim so otwati. So, we don't know for. Oh, a major problem. A major problem. And to determine this, no, a buying a shese, ye export and import, no, there in a balance in the boy.
Okay.
So it is economic management.
Okay, so economic management, Uncle, Yampani say Ghana for Ghana for Yanuya. Say Yama MPP and Twaso. Schoolers, school NDC government, school John Dramani Mahama, BOG, Dana Banese Woye, in Kenya, a bachelor, Bomma Bom, Faniso Mabon, enti kyerɛ mo then ye be ya Cedi no benya hoden a enya artificial way as an economist.
I said the thing say, who said Cedi no ebeba forma. And I think yesterday John Mama acknowledged it. Say Cedi no eba forms artificially now. We share remittances. That is Ghana for our wa brochia. Money sika no. Omo money sika say yemfa nye djuma wa ha mo. Nti first o money $100,000 ah. Ejuma betumi aye 1.5 million Ghana cedis worth of ejuma. And on the $100,000 bar, etumi ye 1.1 ejuma. Sa no obe kipu ni sika. Nti remittances within this short time reduced by 50%. Remittances no so and also na bar etumi show up the currency. So na me channel. I think say yes, having realized it omojai interference say no cry there because he say I mean who they making edi. Say me John Mama dio because John Mama make statement say politics there. Utumi di ntro kakra no aka no kra kakra. Nti no kra minim say this time we there. E no kra ananya no kra. Because governor they say they don't interfere. John Mama say they interfere. And this here by anything. And no create credibility problems for the government. And the effect, influences speculation. But yeah, obi person didn't see about or chance mean kakra na 3 months, 4 months, and also
investor confidence to grab
ever form. So never change. And I believe say some put two or add together. Now the year can they be 1D1 FIA de ebaye no was to also help now your reliance on imports enkoye bebre. I don't know to what extent they want to do that. I'm saying
but on 1D1
yes, because we share towards 2024 quarter ho baby. Omo na was saying more waivers nyina for 1D1 and this is for yeah. It's in many of these programs about standstill because sa waivers na nke be reduce omo cost no omo ye we na omo tumi compete fairly with other competitors from outside on the mention. It's a major issue I believe say omo tumi antena say anhwe ni ye na propaganda say ebedu baabi no obehu say ebeji nsem ebedu baabi no obehu say ebeji. As for managing the economy there, you can lie. As we speak now, contractors say di omoka yeda so di omoka major projects e was aban ye almost so ho nti ko do say major projects because so near Satia to say the omoka big pushy e start koso no almost start to contractors car e ho na be hu your real size as a country. And it is being seen clearly. We share a friend say intake to training colleges now. Cutting by half.
I will forbid him cry BC cry. I'm saying crying be results on cry ya in a BC.
Cutting by half. Just because nyesika into allowances no. Nyesika into allowances no. They are even contemplating say free SHS no because AD sika more. Now there's no alternative to educating your own people. And no na Edin said the Encrana President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo right from 2017 yes sustaining to say ifi abemo. And then no nkwara ko school feed the other problem. Say no mo ka say ya de ketua. Say President Mahama no jira platform so you be my headmasters akọ say momoni anomu na dwomo to. Mori ya de bo scam.
I say ni fie nkrama aduane kro mu di no kra papa che.
Sisi ano abeto. Nti e kwa obefa so a we resolve our problem no. A major problem for us. Na hu sunsanso no ye ma omko school no. Nti for us I think say for the new Patriotic Party we only have to put our act together. We only have to strengthen our communicators and get sharp communicators. Say I am Kokra on the channel. Those times, those times that you giant asshole. That know me who I could see a friend. Back we also a professor, son on your professor, computers. Now, onu
deputy IT.
Onu Janenum. Oja TV su Janenum na ye strategy. Now say akomko. Akomko. Na who ye jinemu run your party ya who na wherever. That's the Omanu Babu won't me to make an baby. I said, why ye Bibiama? Where ye in 2016? We were the only political party in the world. Not only in Ghana, in the world. You to be true about ye record time. It will be results. And it didn't come by chance. Send you Patriotic Party, that's all.
Yeah.
I didn't to be in CCR.
You made the party in common. I've quickly, my young cop, me Patriotic working one. Your name will John Boadu, incoming national chairman, MPP. Ena edin komo ene enwumre dudu na frɛ no adwen kɛse wo hia na frɛ no sa fans of pepper no minim sɛ wabɔ luman yi obɛgye sa adwen kɛse ne fi de I go say adwen kɛse ne yɛ duma
adwen de sɛ Yakobon ti
I go quickly yɛhwɛ mache a ɛkɔso okroma recently bono chairman abronye yɛkɔche no na wo hwɛ Black Maria nye car de fa ordinary person a why bone car bi an robbers bi nom enkrofo bi nom a on person mutu amba ba ni gu sankrofo ne de gu car but me nye security person saka no ena ye de fa no enye ono nko a ya cheche tiktokers bi nom omo social media ye no ma bi enra kra de mampanyin John Tamale
na started wa bronye mo so ukaya former finance minister fie dano nyame adom no ni fie japai edinkofo enim ena
amu invade fie
ho ekretu anajo political opponents minjini say correct eno na didi mo bedu baby ayedui because this is abronya dia okay wakoka baby dia no kokan since as we speak now cry ye ntumi nche at the crop pot okan ye nti ayache no
say ye
because ye chi say Obama fancy comedy ene yayira me call ho no then be say nti den na o maye almost say almost signal bureau yi they've gone through almost Facebook accounts, almost X accounts, almost TikTok accounts. And I knew my trophy that nyina almost printing nyina out. And no more they develop almost case against them. It aronya day meaning what it is really. But the nyina say one of his programs no can be about IGP.
Yeah.
Na sebi se insio tire pronchene a oje wo ebe denti na wo se oje wo ye wo mamu ha ena on video first vice chairman of the NDC Asia third vice chairman of the MPP we gonjani we dagombeni jonim se we share ni nua omudidi nkomo
so far zoka
now if you was started did it at them. So can you say a third vice chairman or bunu hua? Gashi a dear benefisi. I do sacred question him. Emba who in the presence of the police. Emma Oko, what's a small aquala? Emma Nako Pirasum. Yet to obey the watching. Apart from that. or say or she share a friend say minority leader. Na kokoto na. Nke be by election. E won the constituency. You can say be by election. That is obewu. And no na bronye agent so say. You IGP or IGP by nyina na say or IGP ma NDC. Maybe an kasa no kosoro do. Nobody entertains sa kasa tem di because it doesn't help anybody. And man the substance, the concrete issues now we're raising, Sisi how much they are no mum and abebata ho. Now who IGP who see a didi watemaya oya. Now they are threatening no. Say be kuno no. I know they and how as a peace officer. I know how. Say you want me ha. Now yeah just a runoff. 19 constituencies, 19 polling stations. And no cry. And yes, see at the highest level, and sometimes it be someone who say, New Patriotic Party. Say, I to a baby more than 7 months. Now you can over and over again say, I got 3 polling stations, I may determine results. No, I'm a deputy commissioner, Aqua Parliament, Aqua Kawa Hose. A reround is out of the question. And that they are waiting for just 3 polling stations. Then all of a sudden, now Electoral Commission, U10, as to how they were able to determine the 19 polling stations. So, as to how they managed to determine the 19 polling stations. No, because in determination of the 19 polling stations, no, 3 polling stations are near your record. No, Bakune and Kahon. Bakune and Kahon. It is the Omukoye, no, Senka Hawa Kumsi, Owuah, go woo, Electoral Commission for 3 so. Electoral Commission for any Ghana police, they couldn't provide the Electoral Commission the needed security to collect just 3 polling stations. Now, Omemuha, Obabesia, Oye former minister of state, former member of parliament, about 3 or 4 times member of parliament. Now, in the full glare, in the presence of the police, Obi, etumi ato no ho.
Chama.
What you have to know how to say aeroplane. Akopim obabo. Mahawa kusi abe perform. Obabesia omo didn't pambro in the presence of the police. In the presence of the police. Now, President, untumi mbo wa ho. Besinne. Now come see. So no so to say oyiri ya. You can imagine say bibi da kayeye. Na president oyiri baby. Na MPP for ebe ye de sa. Nke be ye ode. Na ade na any pabone for sa. Why are we so wicked like this? Why? So ba wait to me see ya bono fufram. Na ye wo IGP e wo memu ha. Na ebe den na azoka onye de oye. Because ye no, ye ko chichi ya mo ye no anu no asa. So we cross akọ but intela mo ho mo bo na baso. Omo man na wo say oye flying then award. Na say ye fun na wo na. Sa ye fun kro no. We gu ye fun has been consistent in trying to support Nkofua arbitrary arrest Omunitino. You want to intimidate him. 107.3. Now say Omemuha. Your security services. You see, sometimes if you talk to some of the police people behind us, they feel very embarrassed.
Why, Uncle?
Because any sign training homo. Any sign you chire homo dear.
Tomu feel say ya sure.
Feel say ya sure this current leadership no. Dear yema homo ye. And he say because I do baby and have a police citizens relationship no. Now improve pa. Because if you don't have that, if you don't have citizens supporting the police, homo to even combat crime. Now relationship no akonenim. Since your police in Accra na fe obu yefu. And some of them are embarrassed. Only omo kasa me a nice person. Until hey, stop be a work cry be a minim. Sometimes to me jina they feel very embarrassed. Now IGP went to me nyashi amawasia. Me fe dim boni nkofi o.
I don't cry line Sam say December ya obekwa.
Me fe dim boni enkofie. Na yehu IGP so Ghana how. 107.3. Peter Namfuri yehu no pa. Me be bo dampare po na akoye se because so no ne dampare ntemo nya. It go bo ha as a way. Yehu IGP so Ghana. The IGP na sabi da chi ukofia yehu a yebehu se wa be ye adwuma de aboa oman. You understand? For me, you know, and for instance, you want to me this time, the Oma Yen say,
Bama Bru,
Yachiwa,
would they be a court, Michelle?
And I said, the Attorney say, yen to me, and Jack, young comfort hossa. Because the Oma Yen almost says, Siano, almost the signal bureau,
a bit tracking
coffee, just to intimidate people. Makasa, that is not to say, we in the new Patriotic Party and I say me encouraging for say omunya niema enye. I will never do that.
But they have to speak truth to power.
Yeah, I will never do that. Now NDC for unim and your mama no hear me nwanwa. But enye me nwanwa bebre. Because the Subayano party woman was omukoye muntie 3. You know what they did after all the insults and the threats, you know. Omo the book eto ho omo di boni no, so the NDC people mpanyifo no went and solidarized with them. Na muni Ghana ha Troy vice president Troy bi
ako Ghana lista ne Mugabe.
Yeah, omo koe mo solidarity Troy some ya de pa nti da be na NDC who say atam didie ha adwen 107.3. It must say young call for say we are there as a party to support you. Mama ye kasa no mono enye decent. Na message I person carry no. Yen to me and carry message.
Right.
Because me to where I make us me who am he pa. But to me me. Because someone try us on me. Oh, that's how me invite me. National security.
Wow.
Adaya say your power no na. Must lock for. Omo kofa cars bi buy. Na utia 10% na waji na utia. Nti me name regional secretaries for then. No mo so mo pebi. Nti me ankasa me di misika. Ekotua 10%.
I'm a regional secretary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, me di misika.
Wow.
Ekotua mo nyina. Me to best 20 cars. Na omo
wow.
Ebi etua, ebi ntua. No ma be invite. Abra mo nim nkofo a agege cars.
Wo no bo amo nti.
Me bo amo ta che se. No mo din so benya pepe bi e kire se. Ma guarantee am omo. Na che se me ma koji car me ntua ka. Ma mfa ba akopo nyame adomti. Ma mfa one.
And we are there.
No, ma mfa.
Regional secretary bi a.
Yeah, omo nyina 16 nyina me de mo. Na your former woman organizer was to be my man back on Bugri first vice chairman for Upper East, my man back on. Now your woman be at
my uncle, Sir Papa near Doye. I told the Bia, which Bible no so say Yenya Doyenka, but we a party phone why Yamo. Ubuso Yahi, regional executive, constituency executive, Yahi, but how do ya Munano? 1 ma out a mechanic.
Debbie. I dream Ponso me the year and say, say not regional secretary senior, at least one more cars, speakers, cinema. But Weno was purposely for commercial purpose.
Or more,
no more can use
no more fun to
not just almost when you be in addition to working for the party, no, when your business kakrebi aye.
Okay.
Not just so much channel. And I go for me invite me. I invite you thinking, say, my trouble, say me more office or and the crown. When is that mean call master order? There are a lot of institutions I mean call crowd. When you say before 2024 now, ECG na Mahama na Madam Fu. To obey MD no so members are no office. When you say na me ka say ECG headquarters here alajo sa kwa no.
Oh yira ye.
We say we dim say wa. And me call. I say oh Mr. Boadu na I na so me pay MD. Also I MD ni.
Wa yira ko ha.
Eti adwuma na na ye no. Ye nya abanti da ye.
Sacrificial work.
Ye adwuma in our party. Nti hu me say the aircoba in ya say John Boadu ye be hu ni wo baabi say wakoji contract bi never.
Yemra party mu nyanko. So and now what ya kire no. Sa dedication no. Sacrificial work no to which me dem ho aba for dia ma party no so who ni say o party no
ni na jira the management one e meche no and the jira leadership so do baby I'm say do baby no now we're a bit complacent, and for me I think say we lost where we were depending more on money, because we depending on sika betua bia no obi betua abrosa. So nti me kai me call kumewu by election na me share na say we enye dwuma o, because no cry man go for bufu go be benya bi obi nya bi
obenya kesi a
so I think say that was the reason why na me dey party school no ever. So say you better your party for your supporters no of the core values of the party, because the thing say sika here na obetua mo obi a obetumi a sacrifice, because some of it sacrifice no go beyond sika o. There was this guy no was Seshi baby Peter Amwa towards 2000 elections. Those times NDC for you to abanoma for ballot box no dey journey no ma say Peter Amwa ya to abewie NDC for na be for ballot box and ogie ti om dey see tractor so odi echi no fi soro ho e be hwe form for almost 2 years no. You didn't back for you had those standard and which in agent as again because for you have a srano to any bills. You winning power or no I enjoy power ni bida. You winning power or enjoy power ni bida. Beside Juma or you know. Juma on the channel. But since you never assassin kakra. But I want to believe say if say you inculcate in our members that selflessness. And not just a be bar and you say more. Say be no say first na yeah party. Na your crap poster. You be your cotton starch. Na ya noa. Na your corny and now. And I dread the bet no. The posters na. And then you cry no. Some of the posters quite adhesive into your starch. But some of the panel got tiny poster no. Why you're careful? I'll be an apple with them. I think that we must come back to it and get our people to understand. Say, the new Patriotic Party, no, a party a wabako 7.
That is when Amubenya good leadership to lead.
Yeah, enko yes, na me uska na me. Sa argument na ni ho. So it shouldn't be part of it. It oil the machinery. You understand? But the machinery must be there for it to be oiled.
Not because of the money.
Yes. Now, discipline. You see, and I may come, baby, say. And all apologies to GPRTU.
107.3.
GPRTU as an organization. What you say? Should I new organization, Papa? Don't you mean your GPRTU? Now you see, I told Petromu in the anti fair soa was a media meant so. And I have to soa was a meant so. Almost clear rules and regulations. What do you mean, sorry, I GPRTU almost a election. Was a me chairman, me contest, national chairman. Eh, almost be on your money, my fair. What do you mean, call Roma? Sorry. Na Roma, sorry, na G crucifixion too ma. Ose me dia me sorry member me come adwen. Nti me G crucifixion too. Ano Jesus no enye ne maame ne Mary. Nso me da so ti sorry nim.
Na otimi ye dey.
Otumi nya sa. Who joining Roma no? That these were the principles underpinning the organization. And no na boa the organization because. Iti obi ani ho a yakofa ne fie yakopa ne choso me join the new Patriotic Party. Obi ani ho sa.
Ango who say ya over pampa ya jichin krofo bi so opatum too much.
Ebe me sa because I believe strongly say. Yeah, sometimes you know. Who send that discipline you ha. Numbers na nya ni nyina na positive o. Sheba me ka be nchiro. Towards the year 2000, stalwarts of our party, Kakre Samwa, Wayoseni, Ufuriata, even Kwame Mpieni, Omunyina Jai Party, no. Kwame also Jai politics. Kakre Samwa, yeah, koye debate, no. No, I call Prezi. Atamels.
Yeah, opposition leader.
A firm decision was taken. Say a constitution say yeah we're a candidate to her. Unto support any other candidate against our candidates. Straight away, you're forfeiting the membership. Why are you saying you jai? Until over here now, as a 2000, I say, but I'm not sure say there's discipline in the party. And they did win the elections. Shayako 2016. Those times, you to me meeting po. Meeting, steering committee meeting. Sometimes, you know, I don't think that you've heard our side of the story. Minjini se motie nyema na yekom nti se sa de no course a ka 2016 e wede na win elections no sa de no course a untumi ye meeting wo headquarters de bi akoye meeting a ase ye kwa war meeting ka kase committee a ye 10 no ase ye kwa war. And now Yakobu we ha, and now Yakopra we ha, we wu ha. They are Nazi form. And yet they buy. There's no way an organization. The Bible may do baby na Israelites ne kwakon. The call for baby say 500,000. Yakopon say no. Fa o amini nyina akonom suo. The river bank. Nipa over 100,000. You 300 pay. These were disciplined people. But you cannot have an indisciplined organization and win an elections. How is it possible, say, Guinness Ghana Limited? We are Juma Oha. Now Semba Guinness. Now you have authority to speak on behalf of Guinness.
Now Koboku.
How is that possible?
Jebi.
And that discipline must come back to the party.
And because national chairman discipline,
yes, without discipline, yeah? Collation of resource. If you don't have disciplined people, between your resources, and sometimes, yeah, I think that people are getting a lot of things wrong. By elections, for instance, maybe it has outlived its usefulness.
By election.
Because it doesn't necessarily alter the balance of power in parliament.
Yeah.
Maybe we can look at it from our constitution. But in answer, no. You go by election. You go by election, say you go win in trial. That is not the essence of by-election.
That didn't hear by-election.
To a political party. Once you talk about 2024, you better talk about Biono 2028. And you will not have opportunity to test a strategy towards the 2028 elections in terms of real practical elections.
The by-election will lead most people.
It's a by-election, but as a political party, so who develop a strategy, a honor fair, ube yusu, and ube do organizers from all the regions, baba, who do secretaries, what zone constituencies, no more the dano. Now strategy, who develop, why implement ya, she say, ebe work ya na. I can tell you, and people don't know. The reason we won the 2016 elections was the talency by-elections. Your friend of the talency model. Now you develop a strategy. You call implementing. Even though we lost the elections, we had feedback, practical feedback of implementation in the year. The next one, a year Amenfi West by-election. If you honor, the best same call Amenfi West. The year now you improve on the talency model in Amenfi. The last place you did model who say election you bet you come and a year Abetifi Brian constituency. You know what came out in Abetifi?
No.
Who say you develop Nami will be a fair pink sheet tracking system.
Okay.
Pink sheet tracking system is a system who track pink sheet, right from production to election day. After elections. Now to be the results. Into all the process, say. Into baby or the whole system. Pink sheet tracking system. You quite better, pulling agents who we with Juma. Nipa ba could be electoral area. Nipa there's 5 polling stations. Electoral area coordinator you were a center. Or no baba J 5 nina. Maybe a motor and a bicycle. No, we can know their brain. Go for her almost yes, man. Electoral area be your core. Now, Quibia, meaning the I am so say you win, or G pink sheet on a quay. You call the year fear the few, your chair and the girlfriends are what you call so book or top baby.
The near Jabruso.
The near Jabruso. It's idea within there's 1.5 hours. Near quality a resource, Naka 5. Yet now some electoral commission. A constitution of the party. Duties of members. Article 3.5 for baby.
107.3.
The first duty. It is unya obi a your party ni. No dear. Party no and over criticize who outside. And this Omajuma is saying. Omajuma is to criticize us.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do their job for them? Why do you think, say, we are party ni? And promoting, defending the good name of the party, no? And your communicators, Juma, and yet all members of the party. We are party here with duty, and no, first duty. It only at the Papa Bika. I be promoting, protecting the image of the party.
But no musro sa nkrofo no a omu protecting, defending, promoting party no. Omu suro omu leadership ni suro omu ana.
I mean because because of that the CCR no hwe se enya eyiye na ekwa. Da no a friend is saying Kumasi market she me tie kire na me hwe. Brian no akono aye donation. Educhu no akono aye donation. Patrick Boama no akono aye donation. Party coin donation. Akufado donation. Mahmoud Baumia donation.
Kennedy.
One party Kennedy Japan donation. Hey funny yes. We know how your party for. The leadership of the party. Mesra said na hima yi a be next
107.3.
Munyina mu kosia wo ha enyina ye nka bom ne enko na enye fe.
Enye we akoye donation.
We akoye donation, we akoye say no akoye say. Na afi no. Na afi no bia try to outdo the other. It does not present a discipline and a united.
Right. Uncle Jabi, menim sa candidates no say abrati pumakwam o matie sikwam o mo call aprobo and asemo nipa de bia meka secretary man pro asemo abeka ne no and the whole twen wa afebo social media environment 100 years ubewu akọ mabeba o manu nuanom ye beka e de akere mo say we koka we na etwi we koka we na etwi we na party ne settle on nipa ba ko wi inshallah obeye chairman for the party, the back will stop with you. Say obekwa koton party ne bekwa koton say nipa do. Ebeye diama because we are can we afuto be na obenya e diama aspirants.
They also who say competition at the friction ever. Sabi I call a lot of countries internal elections amongst themselves, you know. Obi an argument. And the simple way I am used to. President Kufuor in 1996, you know. The main argument I know you say there must be change. I'll say assistant do boy. And Obama reasons in tia say assistant do boy. The do boy call for so bad then on back counter. Almost Obama reason tia Eddie say assistant. The do boy so call for say no change. And President Kufuor win here. Year 2098, you know. Akufo-Addo ever contest Kufuor no. Ono so change. Say I say Kufuor so ka change. Because 96 so ka change. Oh to me ka change. Or say no change. Because can say change and that say I say asesa no.
No change and is okay.
Nti ono so my reason tia.
No change.
Any say asesa no. And these are competing ideas. And not to cry the ma JH. Who's the JH Mensa? President Kufuor yire enua. President Kufuor yire.
Ninya pa ni JH Mensa.
Ninya pa ni JH Mensa. But then they contest in 96 and then they contest in 98. I say na President Kufuor to say banche idea kodwa. Yanto.
And some from Kujasubio.
and some from Kujasubio. Nabanchida daddy. So these are friendly banters. And then no diama I say a different kakra say. Those days omo kasa radio bi ani ho. Omo ka che delegates a no omo ka che ben na ugina ho no na ye record o. Enu nti na wo say wo ye sure say unko ka bibia ebe dane negative. Not only for you, but for your opponent. So, me say competition bring friction. Nti I say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I say akana ipe. Say akana ipe. Omo we chire ma de kronti akana ipe. Ujiri say other candidate no be ya tum say akana ipe.
Omo say reason start.
Omo so be ma reason dia.
Enkana ipe.
That necessarily must not be say ntokwa wo ho. No mo nyina support to Baumia. Say come be join no. Omo nyina ha ne Baumia ya adwen a. Brian Ken Educhum ne nia. Omo nyina ne ya adwen a. Say come nyina be join no.
Yeah.
The mere fact say omo ati omo ho che say omo ne nya adwen. Omo gidi say yes sana ebeboa. Ono so gidi say your man no second chance ebeboa. It is a hono na argument no e was say
there should be contest of ideas.
That's all. That's all. But there you know any omo chita for no so. And about could be ye be my friend no say masa. David. And I was saying na we mo so ye enko for na say David. Nyankopon ebo abode no. Who the importance of name. The first assignment of the man Adam and say to near mama bonyina di. And untina obia e wodin no. Do the I say udi obi echi. And untino obia kodidi o candidate attempt. Into unso utra. Ebe enba in the name of o candidate o.
Wa wodim.
Ebe ba wa wodim. Na da ebi awonso edu so a wo pa bibi no na afi atwetwe o tape no edi aba. I can see why say a competition yentumi sell your positives. Now we think say selling the negative of our opponents in the boa. That does not mean say we must not punch holes in the arguments of our opponents. Into young members, sometimes, I'll say, some of those things are just arguments. Obi say, I can't pay. Mr. Messi, I can't pay. Then I will go. Or my reason, I can't pay. Or if Obi cry define if 9 is this, find X. Obi say X is a wire.
Mathematics.
So it is the strength of your argument, in the here. Yet me and funny say a bibia a hard drink cry.
Okay.
Only say still as a party party now is a regulator. Yeah, I was say party leadership monitor omokasa. For instance, Biancasa, I speak to all the candidates.
Okay.
I speak to all of them. And I send an answer. I was with Dr. Baumia. So when he's saying, say. Yesterday, I spoke with Canada, Japan. So far, friend is a campaign, showdown, Yambemu, into Kipu, momentum. Showdown, Kipu, momentum, I say, Brian, meneno, ekasai. Educhun de me aminipa, and so menena enya and kasai. Because on starting, on can't be biabo. And if you keep quiet, nobody will quote you. Into your no.
I'm telling myself.
On can't say, then I make up the and I come Japan, so I feel now I started. I think this is what leadership must be doing.
Okay.
The monitoring and drawing early signal.
Okay.
So, say because kasa wo hoi no se estempo na untroy na wo kan sometimes no there are slips. I can tell you say some of them maybe are some no but oh there be on can you say na nka meka no. You understand?
Because untroy into no.
And also leadership also and monitor almost.
Okay.
And they should be open to all of them. They should let them know, say, look, Sabi me bow hana John Kobe be area.
Okay.
They should be open to them,
right,
and guide them. So far, I think that's so good. So far.
Campaign Kokama.
No, so far, yeah.
Mera say Uncle JB. Finally, inshallah. Meka inshallah. That means nyame pa ebebum. Obeye national chairman MPP. Why now turn one candidacy? Why now turn a bit my turn in term 2028 for the party?
1.3
For the party to recapture power in 2020.
Was it why I'm turn there?
O turn one who say Ghana for better in term. I'm a party to recapture power.
Me and I'm turn me one. Now be the chairman. Near strengthen party no. Na party no machinery ne is stronger. Whoever becomes the candidate will win the election.
Meditations from Domi Kwabinya, almost a moment petition be and Crawford you mudin free album, but went to me and the actually and I do the zoom and a man for din free.
The Tennessee, we are general secretary. To me, any and what baby. We shall election a be you don't call for the year in charge of it. We take committee petition and budget as secretary. That's why the mayor Jumana. I think I'm into me near Jumano. Nka to say the almost okay. John Kuma Hoy just so. Next how much men die me before. How am I going to know? How am I going to know? Until say ABI did petition beba. Now committee almost a petition no. Actually, this is a way answer about the whole. Whatever, Chanty. 77 don't have a general secretary. Don't be dream say central bank crying in our here. Yes, I had sometimes misconception about. But I can tell you, there hasn't been any time in the history of the new Patriotic Party. Yeah, polling station elections. Yet to me, I digitize elections now. Yeah, multiple albums that.
Okay.
You multiple. It's in a last election, parliamentary and presidential. One thing, because the albums were there. I inherited a police station arrangement, constituency Boako, albums best at 3.
Wow.
Albums best at 3. In a lot, maybe can near my baby. Sometimes party management there, you develop. Until baby away, or say a quiet name because maybe they may inherit you know. There hasn't been any time in the history of our party. Yet to me at a bank as our police station. Obi back and me.
Ah, yeah, you okay.
Obi back and me. You be a bomb no, never heard of be so a bomb. You be say, me time. You digitize. So there was no noise at all. Since you are quite album am yeah no. I don't know they better about we. But you say competition will be at there kwa unye bi da. Na o be ka ho asem. Ade no so no decentralized. There's no way as general secretary me na me supervise election in Kwada so. And election in Avrongo. No your election committee omo ye. Whole problem ba petition beba rigid. Omo ntu an solve wa beba national. Beba national cry committee. Enya John Boadu na e cause solve that problem no.
Tibia
omo ye. So those times bibia papa ba de anya me awo. Me wo ho a my running party from 2015 you put together manifesto, you pay logistics for constituencies, you draw campaign program. Yeah, for the first time in the history of our party. You to me police pink sheet tracking system. You to abandon young courts. You winning with a difference of over 1 million. Okay. Yeah, can say yeah, they winning as oh election in the na if you buy that. Then. Why? Before 2015, why a run a party? so ebia me whom there help because me so me can near my baby, you know. Because for the first time, our campaign was different. Our campaign was different. These were all done in 2016. Even 2014, I was the national organizer of the party. Then Obi Beka say, oh no, nah, the year in the may win here. Then, yeah, about 2014, no, near a police station elections that. I don't know, Sir John, yeah, no, I don't need to talk about my. Yeah, the parliamentary primaries and presidential primaries. We have parliamentary primaries, but I know we win elections. And there's a parliamentary way, it's like a winning 2024.
Okay.
You understand? See, and a party in 17,
okay.
And I can be
I
can assure you, say, with what we've done. Hey, we better have a tank camera of baby. You understand? Okay, cancel me about 7 near my baby. Yeah, they come with real achievements, with real records of success.
Okay.
Now, anytime a party, a very focus, a discipline, united, and this year also see your more. Even when we lost the elections, we lost an election. The first time in the history of our party, your previous results, and also say your subsequent elections. So even crowd the 2020 new crowd you win elections. You understand? Okay. We only bring back the love of the party. We bring back the unity of the party for us to win the elections.
May I say, Uncle John Boadu, Adrian Cassia, former Director General for SIGA, former General Secretary MPP, incoming National Chairman. Nagodi.
Miss Madam.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.